We all think we live in a capitalist society. But what if the system we call capitalism isn't really capitalism at all? What if it's actually an echo of something much, much older and a lot less fair? Let's dive in and take a hard look at the very operating system our economy runs on. All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to ask if our system has a kind of feudal bug baked into it. Then, we'll imagine what a true free market looks like. After that, we'll uncover a massive heist of public property and then introduce the fix, your universal dividend. Finally, we'll talk about how to protect this new system and why the rise of AI makes this whole conversation absolutely non-negotiable. So let's kick things off with a pretty wild idea. Is our modern economy just a new version of feudalism? We're going to dig into the possibility that our system wasn't a clean break from the past, but was actually corrupted from day one. Which leads us to a really fundamental question. We're told constantly that we live in a free market, but is that true? Or are there hidden rules, kind of baked into the game from the very beginning, that are designed to keep old power structures in place? Well, just look at these parallels for a second. The argument here is that when feudalism officially ended, the ruling class didn't just disappear. Nope. They used their influence to rig the new game. The old landowners became the new corporate owners, and the serfs, who were tied to the land, became modern workers, still totally dependent on the owners to make a living. Okay, so if our system is flawed, what should it look like? To figure that out, let's just wipe the slate clean for a minute. Let's do a little thought experiment and see what happens when we try to build a truly free market from the ground up. Picture this. A few people on an island. They start making fair, voluntary trades with each other. That naturally leads them to specialize, division of labor, which makes everyone way more productive. Soon, they create a currency to make trading easier, and here's the magic ingredient. They collaborate, they share knowledge, and the result, the whole community's wealth grows exponentially. That right there is the engine of a pure free market. So why doesn't our world feel more like that island? Well, if that island is the ideal, you gotta ask, where did we go so wrong? And that brings us to the core of the problem, something we can call the public domain heist. This is arguably the biggest, most fundamental bug in our entire economic code. So what in the world is public domain IP? I know, it sounds a little technical, but the idea is actually beautiful and simple. It's our collective inheritance. Seriously, think of every idea, from the invention of the wheel to the laws of physics. It all belongs to us, to all of humanity. We are all equal shareholders in this incredible library of human genius. And the scale of this shared inheritance is, well, it's just staggering. Some estimates suggest that a whopping 80% of all modern corporate profits are built directly on top of this public domain IP. Every new piece of software, every medical breakthrough, it's all standing on the shoulders of giants. And those shoulders belong to all of us. And when you realize that, it leads you to a really stark conclusion. If corporations are using our collective assets to make the vast majority of their profits, and they aren't paying us, the shareholders, for it, then that's not capitalism. That's a system where an elite class extracts wealth from a resource that belongs to everyone. It's basically feudalism, just with extra steps. So, how do we fix a bug this big? Well, the solution is surprisingly straightforward. We start paying ourselves the shareholder dividend we're owed. And let's be clear, this is not a handout. This is universal IP compensation. It's a payment for the use of our shared assets. Here's one way it could work. Imagine a corporate licensing fee, let's say it's around 60%, is collected as public compensation. Now, I know what you might be thinking, whoa, 60% sounds really high. But remember, this is a fee on profits made directly from using our public assets. Corporations would still keep the other 40%, which is a huge incentive to keep innovating, but it finally ensures that the actual owners, us, get our fair share. Think about what this dividend could do. The impact would be absolutely transformative. It would create a solid foundation for a healthy society, funding essentials like housing, healthcare, and better education. This isn't about punishing innovators, it's about empowering the next wave of them by giving everyone the basic security they need to reach their full potential. Okay, but let's be realistic. A change this huge would face incredible resistance from those who benefit from the current system. So the next step is absolutely crucial. How do we protect this new, fairer system from getting corrupted all over again? We need to build some serious democratic firewalls. I mean, the difference is night and day. We would move away from this current world of backroom lobbying and massive corporate donations and towards something radically transparent. And the key is to cut off that old pipeline of money and influence with a powerful new tool. And that tool could be something called democracy dollars. The idea is brilliant in its simplicity. Every single citizen gets an equal number of special vouchers that they can donate to the political candidates they support. And that's it. This one move could completely sever the link between personal wealth and political power, putting that power back where it truly belongs, in the hands of the people. And that brings us to our final section. And honestly, this is what makes this entire conversation so incredibly urgent right now. The rapid rise of AI puts us at a final crossroads, and it's forcing us to make a choice about what kind of world we want to live in. You see, AI didn't just pop up out of nowhere. It is the absolute culmination of our entire shared intellectual heritage. Every mathematical theorem from ancient Greece, every discovery from the scientific revolution, every single line of code written over the last century, it has all led to this moment. AI is the ultimate product of the public domain. And so that leaves us with a profound choice, maybe the biggest one humanity has ever faced. If we stand by and allow this ultimate inheritance to be privatized by a few, we risk becoming digital serfs in a world run by new AI landlords. But if we claim our rightful share, our ownership, we can use that unimaginable wealth to build a future of abundance, a post-scarcity world where this technology serves everyone. The question is, which future will we choose?